Good evening, everybody. I'm David Asman in for Trish. Our top story tonight, major theatrics on Capitol Hill. House Intel Committee Chairman Adam Schiff amping up the drama during today's hearing about the whistleblower report on President Trump's call with his Ukrainian counterpart. Listen.
Well, it reads like a classic organized crime shakedown. I hear what you want. I have a favor I want from you, though. And I'm going to say this only 7 times, so you better listen good. I want you to make up dirt on my political opponent, understand lots of it. On this and on that, you know what I'm asking, and so I'm only going to say this a few more times, in a few more ways. And by the way, don't call me again. I'll call you when you've done what I asked.
Now, it appears like he's reading from the transcript, but the problem with Schiff's statement is President Trump never said that. Schiff's version of the call goes unchallenged until a little later in the hearing when he admits that his fabricated version was meant to be parody. Listen.
My summary of the president's call was meant to be at least part in parody. Of course, the president never said, if you don't understand me, I'm going to say it 7 more times. My point is, that's the message that the Ukraine president was receiving.
Joining me now is House Homeland Security Committee member, Tennessee Congressman Mark Green. Congressman, great to see you. What do you make of Congressman Schiff just making this stuff up?
I mean, that's really where the Democrats are right now. But remember, David, this is the guy who said he visibly evidence of collusion. Right, so either he kept that away from Bob Mueller or he's a liar. And very clearly he made all of this up today and made it very deceptive. I mean, it sounded as if he was reading from the transcript, just as you said. I mean, this is egregious. You know, the Americans are not interested. Americans are not interested in this impeachment. And these guys couldn't do anything with Mueller. They can't do anything with the other investigations. So now they're going after the president this way. It's sad, actually. Well,
to make up what's in the president's head and portray it as the real thing, to pull the wool over the eyes of the American people, I don't think the American people are dumb. I don't think they're going to allow themselves to be fooled like that. I mean, that's, I believe, why he had to come out later and apologize.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. His comments at the end where he said I was just parodying, he was trying to get himself out of hot water for his deception. I mean, he was deceptive. He was dishonest. What he did was wrong. And he attempted to save himself there at the end, but I'm not sure he did. So,
well, you know, another thing that a lot of people are saying is deceptive is the difference between these 2 documents. One is the transcript of the president's conversation with his Ukrainian counterpart. The other is the whistleblower report. And to a lot of people reading these 2 documents, there seems to be a disconnect between what the whistleblower said and what was actually said. What do you think?
Absolutely. We've already found holes in the whistleblower's statement. I mean, he made a comment about a State Department person who was supposed to be on the phone call, and now that person says, I was never on the phone call. So, I mean, very clearly, this guy is, you know, third-party hearsay, and it's absurd that anyone would even give him any credibility. But to think that without even seeing the transcripts, without even seeing the whistleblower statement, they initiate an impeachment inquiry? I mean, this is crazy. This is an undoing of our democracy. Americans are angry.
On the other hand, Congressman, you don't have to make up stuff about what Vice President Biden did when he was talking about the Ukraine and his son's involvement with him. He called for the firing. He said himself, he called for the firing of the prosecutor. There may be other issues involved, but that prosecutor was looking into a company that his son sat on the board of. And in fact, as a result of what he said, within 24 hours, that prosecutor was gone, and his son's company, which was very corrupt, everybody admits that, was allowed to go on without a prosecutor breathing down their neck.
Yeah, this is really important for everybody to take notice of. Everywhere Joe Biden goes, his son follows and gets millions of dollars, and in the case of China, it was $1 billion. You know, here there was a $3 million payment to Biden's son that was routed through 2 different countries, Cyprus and Latvia. And we need to look into that. And as far as Joe Biden goes and his comments to the Ukrainian government, he admits that it was a quid pro quo. He actually said, I held over their head $1 billion loan.
We actually have, for those who've forgotten,
about it.
we actually have the soundbite. Let's play it and then continue up the conversation. Go ahead.
I said, you're not getting the $1 billion. I'm going to be leaving here. And I think it was, what, 6 hours? I looked, I said, I'm leaving in 6 hours. If the prosecutor's not fired, you're not getting the money. Oh, son of a got fired.
You know, are we ever going to get to the bottom of that, Congressman? Because now, you know, the one thing that this investigation is, as phony as what Adam Schiff was saying is, it may put a pause on Attorney General Barr's attempts to get to the bottom of what actually happened in the Ukraine.
I don't think anything's going to stop the Attorney General. He is going to press forward with these investigations. He is a bulldog. He's not going to let it drop. I don't think for a second.
Well,